When I became acquainted with the story of Donnelly, of course, we weren't in this beautiful new academic building at that time. We were in the old hospital. One of my predecessors, who was kind of pressured to move the college to where it might be more lucrative financially for the college to exist, but he insisted that it remain here because this is where Donnelly is called really to serve. And what an amazing jewel it really is in the Archdiocese of Kansas City.
So I had a sister that came here and graduated in 1967. One of her classes was organic chemistry, and she was petrified. and she was the only woman in the class. And she said if it wouldn't have been for the dedication and counseling she got along the way, she said she probably would never have made it. Yeah. And so I think for me that has always been a trait of Donnelly College. They just have such dedicated faculty and staff.
I think the sisters planted that in its being, but our faculty is so focused on trying to help these students succeed, but they don't water down the classes. They're not giving them easy grades, but also at the same time they support them.
I think I counted up once, we had 80 sisters over the course of the year.
Wow.
That taught at Donnelly College, and it's just part of our bones and our DNA to be here and to serve.
You were the ones that really presented the vision to Bishop Donnelly, and I'm sure if he were alive today, he would say it was one of the smartest things he did.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you. Yes, and I think Sister Jerome too. She died a couple of years after I entered, but she was known as the educator. I was always glad that it was such a nice combined effort between our monastery and the diocese.
Right now at this moment in Donnelly's history, we're trying to increase the endowment as a way to help us keep Donnelly affordable. And one of the things that we're really proud about is students don't leave here with debt, because we charge less at Donnelly for tuition than we charge at our high schools.
We always wanted to be affordable, that it would be inclusive, that it would have diversity. It's just such a wonderful place to model how the world could be. And so I think to have the mission in the gospel has been crucial and something that we would want to make sure continued. And I think it just opens up all kinds of possibilities.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's always striking is the number of our graduates who are first generation. I personally can relate to it because my mother was the first one in my family to ever get a college degree, and it changes the trajectory of families. It's always, I think you would agree with this, one of the most impressive things at the graduation are the student speakers.
Yes.
And the stories that they tell. It brings you into a community, not just the faculty, but the fellow students, and together help each other accomplish really the dream that God has for them.
This is a place of miracles and where dreams can happen. And I just hope that hope goes on for a long time.
Well said, Sister. I can't top that, but we believe in a God of miracles, and there are miracles that are happening here every day at Donnelly College.